All right, you're good.
All right, let's go.
Welcome to D4DSpeech. Woo! Just to make sure everyone knows me, I'm Jordan Yaffe. Thank you everyone for coming and supporting this great cause. I would like to thank several people. Everyone who has volunteered for this event, especially Wade Alsler for DJing, the Brancotti family for helping out, my Uncle Rick of Butler Medical for supplying a trainer, Mr. Holly, Gilman's athletic director, for letting us use this gym, and last but not least, my family, my sisters Jessie and Rachel, and my mom and dad for helping me organize and run this great fundraiser. You may be wondering why I chose to support diabetes. I chose diabetes because my neighbor researches diabetes and he influenced me on the topic. In addition, my grandfather had diabetes and a few other people close to me have it. Now I'd like to tell you about my neighbor, Dr. Fred Brancotti, who will give you a brief talk about diabetes. He received the American Diabetes Association's prestigious 2011 Kelly West Award for Outstanding Achievement in Epidemiology. Each year, the award is given to an individual who has made significant contributions to the field of diabetes, including scientific publications and teaching experience. Dr. Brancotti holds several positions at Johns Hopkins, where he is a professor of medicine and epidemiology. He directs the Division of General Internal Medicine and the Diabetes Prevention and Control Corps, and he is a core faculty member of the Welch Center for Prevention. In addition to that, he's a huge basketball fan. Here's Mr. Fred.
Can you hear me okay? Yes. Thanks for that wonderful introduction. Jordan, I'm sorry my mom wasn't here to hear that, but at least my wife and daughter were. So thank you very much. The first thing I want to say is we had applause for everyone else. How about applause for Jordan Yaffe for it? Who here knows someone with diabetes? Yeah, pretty common condition. Who knows a kid with diabetes? Now, do you know before insulin was discovered about 100 years ago, you wouldn't know any kids with diabetes because they wouldn't live. Diabetes used to be a fatal condition, and it wasn't until science developed to the point of finding insulin that we were able to control it, not cure yet, but control it. There are two main types of diabetes, type 1 and type 2. The type kids get, we call type 1. That affects about 2 million kids in the U.S. That's why so many hands went up. That's about as many people as live in Baltimore City and Baltimore County combined. So many kids have type 1 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, the type that your grandpa had, Jordan, that's even more common, about 18 million people. That's about twice the size of every borough in New York City. Take New York City and double it. That's the number of cases of type 2 diabetes, even more around the world. The fight against diabetes is fueled by scientific research or medical research in chemistry, in biology, in math, in engineering, in clinical medicine. And it's fueled by people like you, volunteers, who contribute to the fight. And just like a basketball game, there's no guarantee you're going to win when you play, but if you play hard, you play consistently, and you pass the game along to other people around you, someone's going to win. And that's the attitude I have about diabetes. For 10,000 years of human history, we made zero progress against it. In the past 150 years, we made terrific progress. And I think in the next 50, we can get to the point of preventing diabetes or curing diabetes or both. And this is a good way to start off. So remember when you play, I want to express the gratitude of people around the U.S. get help from the American Diabetes Association. Researchers like me, kids who go to camp, doctors and nurses, patients who get education about diabetes. I want you to feel their gratitude. They're not here to thank you, but I'm honored to represent them. And I also want you to remember for type 2 diabetes, the best way to prevent it is eat right and exercise like you're going to do tonight. So have a great time. Thank you very much. Thanks to George.
Now into hoops. Let me go over the format of the tournament. There will be 4 even divisions of 4 teams in each division. Each team will play a round robin within their division. First possession will be decided by a coin toss. Any ties will be decided by head-to-head results, followed by a coin toss. After the round robin, the top team from each division will go on to the A bracket, second place into the B, third place into the C, and fourth place into the D. From there, each bracket will have a single elimination tournament. At the end of the tournament, we will have a winner for each bracket. Each game will be 10 minutes long with a referee. The referee will keep track of the score. Baskets inside the 3-point line are worth 1 point. Baskets outside the 3-point line are worth 2 points. Stalling is not allowed. A warning will be given. If it continues, the other team will get the ball. If you get fouled, your team gets the ball up top. If the refs see that a team is intentionally fouling many times, the ref will warn the team. If the intentional fouling continues, the ref will give the other team a point and the ball. If a division game ends in a tie, there will be a 1-minute overtime. In the playoffs, a 2-minute overtime. Possession will be decided by coin toss. Each game will begin immediately after the one before. Please be ready. My dad will announce the matchups and the court location. Each court is marked Court 1, Court 2, Court 3, and Court 4. After a game is finished, the winner must immediately report the score to Rachel, my sister, at the scorer's table over there. Any questions? Alright, before we get started, I would like to get a group picture of all the participants. Yeah, after we are done with the photo, let's stomp for diving.